Hey guys, Keelancer here. Walter Never Keelancer Gaming. Don't forget the bell button, the subscribe button to get the notifications to my channel. Alright guys, we're back at Game Rant again for some gaming news. And this time we're going to be talking about Xenoblade Chronicles. This article is done by Delton Cooper. And the article was posted February 21st. Alright. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition may bring classic Wii RPG to Switch sooner than expected. That's what I like to hear. But at the same time, there's so many RPGs on my plate right now that I'm going to be playing soon. The last time Nintendo hosted a general direct presentation was September of last year, and it was then when the company announced Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for Switch. Details on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition have been hard to come by. The game's announcement, but it appears as though it release may be sooner than expected. That's what I want to hear. The South Korean ratings board has issued a rating for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Switch, which usually indicates that a release is right around the corner. Nothing official has been announced, but with Nintendo having a pretty bare release schedule after Animal Crossing New Horizon comes in March, it wouldn't be surprised to see the game release in April or May. Please be May, because I got Final Fantasy and Trials of Mana and Soccer Wars coming out in April. That's like 3 games right there. Okay. For those that don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition will feature all the content from the original Wii game, but with improved visuals and some new features. Nintendo has been tight-lipped on the specifics of the new content that will be included in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, but it's likely that more details will be revealed prior to the game's launch, whenever that may be. Okay, the release of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch is especially exciting for fans, as Xenoblade Chronicles has always been a somewhat elusive game. It seemed like the game wasn't even going to get released outside of Japan. I remember that for quite some time, but Nintendo finally localized it after the massive Operation Rainfall fan campaign. Though Nintendo claims the fan campaign had nothing to do with the game's localization. That's bullcrap. That is bullcrap, Nintendo. When it was finally released, Xenoblade Chronicles was in short supply, eventually coming back as a GameStop retail exclusive. A 3DS version of Xenoblade Chronicles came out in 2015 as Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, but it was only compatible with the new Nintendo 3DS system. By launching on the Nintendo Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition will be able to reach worldwide audience. While many fans are undoubtedly excited for the new way to play Xenoblade Chronicles, others may be more concerned with what's the next for development of Monolith Soft. Monolith Soft is reportedly working on Breath of the Wild 2, which I've heard news about that, with the main Zelda team, but its future beyond that is unclear at the time of this writing. Hopefully more details come soon for the JRPG fans, Nintendo Switch. Okay. Well, I'm a big Xenoblade Chronicles fan. I've played the first one. I own that for the Wii. I didn't get the Nintendo 3DS one. I stopped playing the 3DS for like years ago. I stopped collecting them. But anyway, I'm excited for this game. The only Xenoblade game I ever beat was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I beat that on the Switch. I was nearing the end on Xenoblade Chronicles X for Nintendo Wii U, but that was during the Wii U's almost the end of its lifespan. So I was basically playing my other games during that time. So I was shifted off of the Wii U. I'm hoping they bring in the definitive edition of that game. I would like to play it. That game was really fun. It was very innovating. It just, some of the music to me just didn't fit the game. That was the only issue with that game for me. That didn't fit the game. But also the online play really wasn't all that great personally to me. But the mechs, oh my god, the mechs were amazing on that game. Far as though when it comes down to the first Xenoblade that came out for the Wii, I got to near the end of the game, and when I mean this game was a true JRPG is what it was. That game was very, very hard all the way to the end. I just could not, for sake of it, beat that game. I had a hard time with the previous boss before the last boss. The game was just really, 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 really hard. It was more so about putting the crystals and having a nice setup for your characters to work together, but also for the crystals for your armor, which was really, really difficult compared to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Was a lot of people said that using Shulk's Monado to freeze time just wasn't the way to go. They said that it slowed them down in certain ways. Me, I use Shulk for everything, so Shulk wound up hindering me to a lot of things. So next time I play this game, I'm going to do it a lot differently. I'm probably going to use Shulk a lot less in this game, so I won't be handicapped when it comes down to fighting the last boss. But also hoping they put other content that we've never seen before in this game. Hopefully it takes on the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 battle system, not with the blade and the blades and everything, but as far as when it comes down to a structure. I'm going to take a guess that since they have a lot of time to work on this game, the game's going to be visually captivating, probably looking way better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Not to say that game doesn't look good. It had its faults, but the game looked pretty good to me. I wish they had a lot more time to polish it like they did the expansion pack to the game. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 it's not for everybody, but I am going to say this right here. It's a good way to get into that. To me, this is an action turn-based RPG. Personally, that's what I see this game to be. A lot of people have a different idea of what this game is like when it comes down to the battle system, but that's the way I see the battle system. It's very, very innovating. It was different for its time. I'm hoping Monolith Soft finish up their project with Breath of the Wild 2. I'm excited to see that game as well, but I'm also excited to see whatever games they're going to create. Because personally, yeah, I like the Xenoblade Chronicles series, but I'm hoping they do a little bit more corridor, like when it comes down to a traditional RPG. A lot of people have been asking about that, especially from the comments I've seen on their videos of Xenoblade Chronicles, but also in forums and stuff. And I would like to see that, just like how Xenogear was. But anyway, guys, that about does it. Don't forget the bell button, the subscribe button to get notifications to my channel. And yeah, we have more gaming news here, guys.